Hi, I want to talk with you today about how some people need physical proof in regards to psychic energy and messages that can be given through physical means, such as through a Ouija board, using a pendulum, tarot cards is a tool in which pictures that have meaning and symbols can then be interpreted for a message, a psychic message. So today I want to share with you a really fun tool that you can use to help you understand energy and the psychic flow that comes to you in regards to messages. And what I'm going to share with you tonight is divining rods. Now, these aren't like the ancient divining rods, because the ancient form of it really was a tree branch that had on one end long side, and then it forked, and so you would hold it, and then the middle would bob or twist or turn in regards to which direction to go. So I kind of pulled up some information because I was curious in regards to the origin of the divining rod, and there isn't really a pinpointed piece of literature that can, explain the origins of it. But obviously, something like this has been practiced for thousands of years, used for searching for water or gems or ore or missing treasures, missing people, objects, whatever. And in fact, when I first got these, just for fun, I found them at a spiritual store, and they were only like $12. I don't know how much they are now. This is definitely a smaller version of them. There are different sizes if you're interested. I've been to workshops where the teachers have used the divining rods to measure someone's human aura. The energy that is around us is called the human aura, and so they can actually measure it, whether you're very open or you're very closed off. So the game that I played with my children were I took this little angel statue and I hid it in the living room, and the divining rods, you just kind of just hold them very gently. Now let me show you what they're kind of consisted of. Two pieces. There's this definite bent piece of metal, and then there's this free-flowing cylinder around it that freely moves. And so you just hold it here like this, so that this part swings very, very freely. Okay? And then you take them and you just kind of hold them. Let me see if I can get them at a right angle here so you can see them. So the way I use them is I usually tune in, take a few moments to just kind of quiet your mind. Now I'm going to hold these up so that you know that I am not cheating, because I am not cheating. I am not going to cheat for you. And in fact, if you want me to, let's see if I can even just kind of do it this way. The point is you have to, keep it parallel as much as possible. You don't want to go like this, or you don't want to go like that, because gravity, of course, is going to take over, and then you're not going to get a true representation of what these guys can do. So I usually work with my spirit guides, and we always start out what I call in a neutral position, which is straightforward, such as you see here. And then I usually kind of test the waters, and I'll say, okay, what we're going to do, and usually you have to use a yes and no questions. So no is I ask the spirits to cross the rods to represent no. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead. We need no. There you go. Awesome. Come on, a little bit more. Show them. Show them no. Very good. Awesome. Okay, now the answer to a question for yes is wide open. So show us a yes. Wide open. Go ahead. Wide open. There you go. See? Now, yes, I am moving the rods up and down with my hands, but I am not constraining them or moving them whatsoever with my fingers. So let's see here. And usually what I do is I like to ask who is here with me, because there are entities which are on a lower level. How can I explain this? A lower dimension, kind of like what we would call earth spirits or ghosts, who can influence these rods and can be playful or silly, you know, just like with the Ouija board. You have to be very careful using the Ouija board because you really don't know who's coming to talk to you. One time I did use a Ouija board, and a spirit came through and knew my father's name. I guess he had heard me say it. But then when I started to ask specific questions that only my father's spirit would know, they went straight to goodbye. So anyway, let's go back to this. So what I do is I make sure they're in the neutral position, and then I'll say, are my spirit guides here with me for my best and highest good? Yes or no? And yes, I've got my spirit guides here with me for the best and highest good. Thank you. Okay, let's go back to neutral. Back to neutral. Straightforward. Come on, straightforward. Nice. And you have to be patient, because sometimes with the energy flow isn't quite right or whatever, but just be patient. All right, let's ask another question. Oh, I know. Let's ask a question about the Duchess of Sussex, who's also known as Meghan Markle, who just got married to Prince Harry. Is Meghan, there's a rumor going around, I'm not saying this, but well, let's ask. Is Meghan Markle pregnant? Yes or no? Is Meghan Markle pregnant? Yes or no? Now this is interesting, and this is a really good example, because sometimes your spirit guides don't want to tell you what's going on, and or nothing's really going on. So when it stays in neutral like this, they don't have an answer yet. Now I do have a symbol for maybe, and that's when both of them swing to one side or the other. Can you show them what maybe would be? Just swing to the one side. There you go, keep swinging. That's it, keep swinging. There you go. So this is a maybe to your question, because it's really a good maybe. All right, go back to neutral. Back to neutral. There you go, keep going. Keep going, and my arms are getting tired. Keep going, back to neutral. Come on. Come on. See, in the camera, it looks like it's open, so you've got to, over here, you got to straighten up. Neutral. Straightforward. Come on, you're getting it. Come on, straightforward. Come on, straight forward. You need to go straight forward. There you go. That's it. Straightforward. Yep, it looks straightforward. Okay. Let me see if I can do another question. Trying to think what another good question would be. I can't even think of a question. Ooh, I better think of one fast. Will the Earth have an ice age soon? Will the Earth have an ice age soon? Yes or no? Oh good, we're not going to have an ice age. Phew, I do not like snow. Okay, great. So that's the basic way of using divining rods. They're lots of fun. You can actually do readings with them if you can come up with really good questions. The limitation, of course, is the fact that they have to be yes or no questions. But the good thing about this is when you use these regularly, you start to hear the answers in your head before the rods move, which mean you're picking up the answers psychically through the energy coming to you. It's fun. You ought to try it.